reporting to you live from BCS News. We're talking about tens of thousands of illegal children crossing the border unattended in hopes of a brighter future.
Liberals claim that poor people of South America and Mexico should always be welcome to our country.
Now we're here to talk about what is known to some people as innocence at the border. It's causing much controversy to our fellow citizens.
Immigrants all over are attempting to free economic oppression, which leads to the question, what happens when there are unattended homeless children trying to flee to America?
We've covered her face so that her identity may remain a secret, but some questions we have for her are, what made you want to come to America?
I wanted a better job for my family and to support them.
And what are your expectations of America?
I want the freedom of America.
And do you expect anything better for your children?
Better schools and better friends.
All right, thank you.
Wow, I never thought about it like that. What does the other person have to say?
So this is an interview for illegal immigrants. So why did you come to America?
It's a better life. To be honest, it's more free than over there where I came from. You know, they were really strict in a way, I would say.
And what are your expectations in America?
A better life and job and a nice house. A nice house to live in with my children and all that.
What are your expectations for your family in America?
Well, very low because we come from other country. They speak Espanol, no English. So, yes.
All right, thank you so much.
No, thank
We're coming to you live from Bradenton, Florida. I have a real live immigrant right here. Now, what do you have to say for yourself?
I need a better future, better job. I 12-year-old send money back to my familia.
Now, why do you have to come to America to do that?
Because America have money.
Okay.
Tomato farms.
Thank you.
That was really touching. I think we should let them stay in the country if they're working hard and doing the right thing.
Wow, Bella, I agree. What does the news reporter have to say about this?
The bigger issue is we are expected to support them for years and just allow them to stream across our border and to support their needs like education and law enforcement, making us responsible for more police enforcement, firemen, schools, and teachers.
Not enough resources to handle all these children and their needs.
I don't think illegal child immigrants should be allowed to enter our country and be housed and educated here. My first reason is the danger our open border puts these children in. It is not reported in the mainstream media, but many children traveling to the U.S. are not surviving the trip. They are dying out there. Border Patrol agents are finding dead children washed up on the riverbanks of the Rio Grande. Ranchers are finding their small bodies on their land, and they're dying from exhaustion, dehydration, and heat. Many of these children are unaccompanied, which is dangerous because they have no one to protect them from older children and adult predators. There have always been horror stories about the abuse and sexual assaults of people being brought across the border. Children are easy targets. As long as we allow these children to stay, parents from these countries will be subjecting their children to the harsh realities of getting to the border. Many of them will not make it.
What is your opinion on the Mexican children that were sent here over the Mexican border in buses?
We have to, as a nation, we have to guard every side, every part of our borders of any illegal aliens that would be coming in. I know that. The difficulty is with the safety of the children and places to put them, to bring them in. But we have to, as a nation, have to say, every person that comes into the United States, if they want to be a citizen, has to follow through the right channels, the right steps that they have to take to become citizens. And if children come over by themselves without the parents, they can't have, they wouldn't have the knowledge of what to do for becoming the citizens.
The children that are coming over the border are carrying diseases and viruses that put Americans, especially our children, in danger. Although the Border Patrol and health workers are being forced to be quiet about what they are seeing at the border, stories of disease and lice infestation are getting out. Many are coming across the border and they have diseases like tuberculosis, measles, and chickenpox. These are illnesses that are now unheard of here in our country, but they have been in the news recently. For instance, the measles outbreak in Disneyland. Parents who decide not to vaccinate their babies are being blamed, but many believe that the measles was brought over the border. There is a terrible flu going around that is making our children very sick. Some have been paralyzed by it. You don't hear much about it in the news, but some people with medical backgrounds believe it's flu. From Honduras, that American children have not been exposed to before. Scabies outbreaks have been reported at the border. Also, scabies is a very infectious disease and it is not common in the U.S. Lice infestations are common in those coming over the border too. Even here in Manatee County, after illegal children were dispersed into other states, including Florida, there were help wanted ads for people to go delouse entire families. Although Americans are compassionate people, our first priority, and that of our government, is to protect the American children. If I were a parent, I would not want my child sitting next to a child who just came over the border. I would also not want to be the parent of one of those paralyzed children.